It is time.
One of my favorite Doors songs, "Light My Fire," and takes me right back to my early days of getting into music and '60s psychedelic rock, and just kind of unbelievable to get to play with some legends like Robbie Krieger coming up here this week, and this song is one of my favorites that he and the Doors have created.
Wow, well, that's so amazing. And we're about to listen to Light My Fire right here on Galaxy Jams Reacts.
You know that it would be untrue. You know that I would be a liar if I was to say to you, girl, we couldn't get much higher. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire.
Awesome.
The time to hesitate is through. No time to wallow in the mire. Try now, we can only lose, and our love become a funeral pyre. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire.
You hear Ray Manzarek working those bass pedals.
Right. Fun fact, Robbie Krieger does not use a guitar pick.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Part of his sound.
This is an iconic lead line he plays too.
It's so hypnotic.
Very. They're really jamming and following each other's lines, which is really cool.
Oh yeah. It's crazy to think that this song originally started off like as a folk song.
Oh wow.
Oh, did it? Really?
Yeah, it was like a folk song, and then they kind of just rocked it out, like, you know. And he came up with like this whole funeral pyre thing, and he's like, you know, it has to have more fire and everything, and he kind of changed up the song,
Well, that's
Oh,
cool.
which is cool.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah. It's you know, I think what Krieger came up with the melody, right? I do believe so on that song. Wrote most of the lyrics, and then Jim Morrison came in with that funeral pyre, and then Ray Manzarek came up with the famous organ intro and everything in there.
And the entire
Yeah.
band shared composer credit for that.
Mm-hmm. What do you think, Mike?
I want to know, Marcus, how did you and Robbie Krieger happen? How did you get this person to just play music with you, let alone to do this great supergroup show with you? Like, did you just happen to meet, or like you call his agent, or like how does something like that go down?
Robbie Krieger.
No, I didn't call his agent, that's for sure. But we did share a really cool experience a few years ago. A really fun story. As I was getting to be tighter with Arthur Barrow, Arthur set up a trip to Mount Wilson Observatory in California near Los Angeles, which has the biggest telescopes to look at the planets and stars. They discovered the Milky Way there and so on. And we took a trip up there, and Robbie came, and we were in the dome of where the telescope is, and it's pitch black in there, so you can see the stars and everything. And we had instruments, and ended up having a in the dark, pitch black jam session, me and him, on two guitars, and we played, and literally barely saw each other's faces, but we played together and really had a fun time. And that was like my first connection with Robbie. And then Arthur plays in his band now with Robbie whenever Robbie does shows. Arthur also played the Light My Fire intro on the Doors movie as well.
Wow.
So since Arthur and I are real good buddies now, he was the one who sort of connected the dots with Robbie and I, and you know, I put this show together and asked Arthur to play, and I said, hey, maybe Robbie wants to play. And so Arthur gave Robbie a call, and one thing led to another. He was really into the idea. And I think, pretty sure the Doors played at the Troubadour. So
Wow.
history there.
That's so crazy. You're literally playing with a member of the Doors, and then you're also playing with a member of Frank Zappa's band.
Right.
And you're in an observatory in pitch black, and you're essentially like, you know, communicating through, you know,
Sound.
psychic mediums, you know.
Yeah,
That's
very
absolutely amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
What a
very
story.
special cosmic. Yeah, it's really cool. I love when things happen that way, you know, and totally unforced, just natural things happen. And you know, now we're gonna Robbie's actually gonna play a few of the Zappa tunes as well with us, with
Sweet.
Arthur and Ike and I. So it's gonna be a really cool medley of songs that are gonna go down. So yeah,
Oh my
very,
God.
very, very excited, and just it's a little bit surreal, and
Wow.
can't wait for it to actually happen this week. So
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like it's one of those things where you're nervous as hell and you're thinking about it, you know, for weeks and weeks and weeks. And then right when you step on stage and right when you have your guitar in your hand, all that melts away and you're just go time.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that I speak for a lot of people when we can't wait to see you go up there and do your thing.
thank you so much. Yeah, it's a lot of anticipation, a lot of good nervous energy, I would say, to make sure that we're very prepared
Mm-hmm.
to do the best we can for those guys.
Very
right.
cool.
So yeah.
Back to the song real quick. It's amazing. The song back in this 1967,
yeah.
a 7-minute song. That
Right.
didn't really happen much back then, and I was surprised, and I'm sure that they struggled to play this on the radio. Because how would you cut it up? How would you make it shorter? I guess just lose some of the middle, but I think they had a hard time doing that as well. And I think they actually did play this song on the radio a lot.
They, if you remember the Ed Sullivan performance of this song, where they were asked not to say the "girl, we couldn't get much higher" part, and they did.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. That was one of my favorite musical movies. Have you guys ever seen that movie?
No.
Okay, that's it. We're gonna watch that next week. Let's get back into "Light My Fire" by the Doors.
The time to hesitate is through. No time to wallow in the mire. Try now, we can only lose, and our love become a funeral pyre. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire. You know that it will be untrue. You know that I would be a liar if I was to say to you, girl, we couldn't get much higher. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on 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 fire.
Furious.
Great
Oh,
pick. That's awesome song.
Love it.
Yeah, I love how the Doors are like gypsy croon neo noir music almost. It's great.
They got a lot of different sounds to them. They play. They go. They have just interesting experimentation for back in the day, back then. And they got a nice sound overall on a lot of things that they do.
Yeah. Oh, go on.
No, I was agreeing that with the diversity of their musical catalog for sure.
Hi, this is Mike with Galaxy Jams Reacts. We hope that you enjoyed that React video. Be sure to check out the links below of when we're going to be live streaming our next show and also how to watch full episodes. Please hit that subscribe button. Every single one helps.